Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. It's a collab, and it's the palette roulette collab that is hosted by Life with Christine, and she's had a couple of helpers to help out with the playlist. Miss Gloria, Beauty After 50, and Jennifer. Jennifer loves makeup, and so there's two groups of 7 ladies, and we split up, and I am in group 2. And so for the giveaways, what you have to do is subscribe to everybody in group 2 in order to participate in my giveaway. So anyway, the palette roulette is where you put any number of palettes that you want to into the wheel app, and you spin the wheel and let the wheel choose whatever palette you're going to use, and then you just create a look with that palette. So I have a bunch of palettes from BH Cosmetics that I have never used, and I bought a bunch back around Christmas time because, you know, their stock is clearing out. They've been bought out by Makeup Revolution, as you all know. And so anyhow, there were some sets. There was the travel series, there was the birthstone series, there was the Say It collection. There was just, you know, several things that I really wanted, and I'm not really a completionist, but I did buy the whole set of the birthstones. And so anyway, I put all of those on the wheel, and the wheel chose the citrine palette. So I just peeled the plastic off of this. I've never used it, and yellows are outside of my comfort zone, and so that's where we're going today. So we're gonna just get right into it. I'm not gonna be afraid, and I've got several brushes here. And so anyway, there is a pressed glitter in this palette. It's this one right here, and I'm probably not going to use that shade on purpose, but I will probably try the rest of them. So anyway, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Unique to start with, and I've got this big fluffy brush here from Complex Culture, and I'm just going to lay this in my crease. I've already done all my face makeup and primed my eyes and set everything down, and this is a really pretty yellow. It's a bright yellow. It's almost like it's not really a lemon yellow, but it is very bright. And so this is a great little palette. Citrine is the birthstone for November, and I'm born in November, so I thought that was a neat coincidence. The birthstone for November used to be the brown topaz, and I don't know when they changed that or why they even changed that. I still have a lot of pieces of jewelry with the brown topaz. I have a couple of pieces with the blue topaz, and I really like the topaz stones. And so I have a tendency to kind of lean towards the topaz still, since that's what I grew up with, and for many, many years that's what, you know, was gifted to me. My mother used to give me, you know, birthstone gifts, trinkets, jewelry, you know, all that kind of thing. Okay, I'm just going down into, I'm covering the whole crease and all the way up to the brow bone area. I'm getting down here in this corner of the crease area, and I'm going all the way out to this outer edge, and I'm just gonna lay all that down as a base. And as you can see, yellow just is not really the best color for my complexion. That's probably why I kind of steer away from it, but we're gonna make this work. All right, now with that with a fluffy brush, I've got another fluffy brush here that I want to use. I'm gonna go into this shade called Inquisitive. It's like a dark brown, but I'm going to use a big fluffy brush for it, and I'm going to brown and yellow kind of blend together to make orange. So anyway, I'm going to lay this in the crease, and I'm going to go down here on this outer edge of my lid and just use the tip of the brush and create a little like a shape. And I'm really comfortable with browns and with reddish browns, which there's several of those here in the palette. There's also a couple of golds. One's like a copper penny kind of a gold, and the other one's just a true yellow sparkle. It's like a satin finish. Really, really pretty shimmers. And so anyway, I'm going to take this up and out. And the yellow is just going to peek through at the top. And it's not really going to be the focal point any longer. So with that shape right there, I'm giving a lift to the hood of my eye, because I do have hooded eyes. And the darker color is going to make that heaviness recede backward. Okay, and just continue blending. Okay, and that's pretty dark, just that, you know, little bit right there. So I'm gonna do the other eye and try to get these to match. And it doesn't really look orange as it, you know, blends in with this yellow. It just looks like a nice chocolatey brown. It's a beautiful shade. Can't go wrong with brown eyeshadow, I don't think. I love neutrals, and a good chocolatey brown is always welcome in my book. Okay, we're just going down into that corner there and lifting that up to create that shape. And again, we're just going to blend this up and out. So just a little bit more. And we've got some really good depth here with this shade. I love BH Cosmetics formulas, and I'm really glad for this opportunity to use this palette. Okay, and I'm just moving that up towards the tail of my brow, and again, we're just giving a lift to the hood of the eye. Okay, I'm pretty well satisfied with that. Okay, now I'm going to switch brushes again, and I'm going to use a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this let's see here. I'm going to go into this shade called Generous. It's like a really warm brown. And I'm just going to tap just real light, and I'm going to just go underneath the lash line right here. And I'm going to stick mostly to this outer edge, like the outer 2/3, and I really don't want to smoke this out. I just want to connect that to the brown that's already laid down in the upper part of my eye. And I'm going to leave this part right here, like from the center of the iris of my eye all the way to the corner. I'm going to leave that blank. And this brush is kind of big for this job, but I'm using it anyway. I'm just going to be really careful. It does have a tapered tip to it, but it could smoke it out really easily if I let it. But I really don't want to let it. But anyway, it's still a pretty wide bit of shadow that's underneath the eye there. Okay, again, right to the center of my iris, and I'm going to stop right there. Okay, now let's work on some shimmers. Let's see here. I'm going to do, I really want to warm this up. Let me use this shade here called Dynamic. It's a beautiful, like a copper penny kind of a shade, and I'm going to take a flat brush, a flat packing brush, and I'm just going to load that brush up, and I'm just going to put this on the outer half of the mobile lid, and I'm going to take it up into the crease area where that brown meets the crease. This is such a pretty shade. I love a good, like a reddish brown copper penny kind of a color. Alright, and I'm stopping right where the iris of my eye is. Like if I was to look straight on, wherever the iris of my eye is, I want to stop right there with this shadow. And then I'm just going to continue to like blend that up into that brown and over into that brown. That is so pretty. I love BH Cosmetics shimmers. They are just beautiful. They're like butter. Okay, and I'm just being careful. I'm taking my time. I want to do the same thing on this eye. And I could have wet my brush if I wanted to, but I believe I'm getting the payoff that I want. And so I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. I'm just using that packing motion where I'm laying the shadow down, and I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a drag here. And then I'm going to go back in and put another layer. And this beautiful satin finish is nice and warm and gorgeous, and I just love it. I mean, to me these colors scream fall, which fall will be here before you know it. I can't believe we're in the middle of July already practically. School's going to start in a month. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? That we're already starting to look at school supplies and things. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to go into this shade here. Let me see. I'm going to swatch a couple. So I got this really pretty yellow, and then I've got this one here called Determined, which is like a light gold. And I think I'm going to use the yellow, and I'm going to pop that right here in this inner portion of the mobile lid. and just move this on up into the crease area. Just a little spot right there. And again, this is out of my comfort zone, big time. But look how big that shadow is in the pan. It's called citrine, and there's plenty of it there, and it needs to be used, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. And it is a gorgeous shimmer, which helps me, you know, because when it comes to yellows, I'm a lot more comfortable with shimmers than I am mattes. But that is really bright. Okay. Wow, look at that, y'all. Okay, now I'm going to go into that shade called Determined, which is like a really light goldish orange. And I'm going to use that for the inner corner, and I'm just going to pop it right in there. And it's just going to go in the whole inner corner area, and I carry that down underneath. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I love this shade. And I may want to use a little bit of this underneath the brow bone as well. Let's just try that out and see how that works. Just right there. Just that little spot. I'm using a tiny little detail brush here from Complex Culture. It's got a real pointed tip. And you really can't pick up a whole lot of product with this brush if you're just using the tip, but that's what I want, because I just want a light touch right there. Okay, I need to do a little cleanup underneath the eyes, and I'm going to, you know, right there in the corner. And so I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put on some mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back and we'll do a lip look together. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I did my mascara and did a little cleanup underneath the eye and put on a half lash, and now I'm going to do a lip look. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner here from Ace Beauty. This is a beautiful peachy brown shade. It's called Be Peachy. And I'm trying to stick to like a monochromatic theme here. Just a really nice line there. And I'm going to go in with this lip product here called from Half Caked. It's called the Super Glazed, and this is the shade Maui Wowie. And this is like a lip gloss, and it's really pretty. It's like a brown nude. It's got a beautiful shine, easy to apply. Works really well with this lip liner. Really creamy. And bam! We have a look. We have a look. My cheeks are really pink today, even though I used a peach blush. I used this one from Ophir Cosmetics called Mai Tai. It's really like an orangish kind of a shade. But by the way my cheeks look, you couldn't tell. Anyway, and then I went in with a gold highlighter from Sleek. It's really, really pretty, I think. It's this little compact here from Sleek, and it's the powdered gold right there. So that's the highlighter that I have on today. I'm just trying to stick, you know, with the like coppers and golds and browns. And but my skin tone does not reflect. I look a little bit washed out, I think, in these tones today with the way my cheeks are flushed. I think maybe I should have gone a little bit more rosy or something. So, but anyway, this is the palette. I mean, I worked with the palette that was assigned to me, and I think the look turned out really, really nice. It's really pretty, really colorful, really bold. You can definitely see the yellows. I didn't, you know, shy away from the yellows. And this, the only shade that I didn't use in the palette was the pressed glitter, and it's called Brilliant. And there it is right there. So anyway, I'm on a learning curve with pressed glitters, and until I can get better and more confident, you know, on camera with them, I'm just trying to stay away from them, and I'm just practicing alone. But what do y'all think about a half lash? I mean, it's a great way to use up, like if you have lashes that are kind of, you know, you've worn them several times and you've picked the glue off of them and used them, and they start to kind of get weak in the band, you know, you can snip away the bad parts and just, you know, use the part that's good and turn it into like a half lash for a cat eye. So anyway, that's a good way to, you know, good little tip there for you to make your lashes last a bit longer. Okay, I want to thank Christine, Life with Christine, and all the other ladies that are in the collab for partnering together and making this happen. There's going to be 2 playlists, and I will link both of them down below in the description where you can go and visit everybody. My giveaway is going to be a mystery box. I'll probably put a palette in it, and, you know, some other things, skincare and other makeup items, sheet mask, you know, just a nice little variety of things. And you know, make it to like it's a subscription box. That's what I usually like to do, but I don't have it together right now. So anyway, I'll be putting that together, and I will let it be a surprise for the winner. So if you want to enter this giveaway, you have to be 18 years or older, live in the continental US, be publicly subscribed to everybody in my group. And again, the playlist is going to be down below, and you can just click on the playlist and hit play all, and it'll take you to everyone's channel, and you can make sure that you're subscribed to everybody in my group. And then if you want to enter more giveaways, you know, you can visit the other playlist as well, and I encourage you to do that. YouTube is not responsible for this giveaway, neither are any of the brands that are going to be represented in the giveaway products that are going to be in the box. You know, use at your own discretion. I'm not responsible for any mishaps through the mail or any allergic reactions that you might have. And then I will post the winner on the community tab. This giveaway, I will post the date, the end date, into the description for the giveaway, and then after the giveaway ends, I will post the winner in my community, on the community tab. And then the winner will have 48 hours to contact me, leave the comment down, you know, in the community tab post to acknowledge their win, and then shoot over to Instagram and, you know, send me a direct message, and we will get you set up with your prize. And so anyway, all of the details again are going to be listed down in the description. I appreciate you guys watching today. God bless you. Today is my prayer. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.